Hey, David. First time, long time. Love the new 2 hour show. My question is AJ Hinch the most valuable manager in baseball? It seems like the Tigers have not gathered that much more talent than they had when they first got Hinch, but the wins and success have skyrocketed, even though the team has a lot of fringe and platoon players. So I was wondering if this is the best example of a manager having an impact on winning baseball games, especially for a team that doesn't spend that much money. Thanks for answering my question.
Well, I appreciate that question. Very conveniently voicemail that's left, my friend. Detroit has the best record in baseball, so there's that. Number two, the Tigers don't spend money. Go back to their payrolls, please. Go back to some of their contracts because they do spend money. Number three, very important to know that sometimes the maturation of a clubhouse, the maturation of a player, of a squad, that's how you go from bad to good or from good to great. It's harder to go from bad to good than it is to go from good to great. Don't know if you knew that. To go from bad to good, you need to get that rebuild right. You need to get the draft right. You need to get the sprinkling of veterans right. And then you can become good. But when you are good and you want to be great, and believe me, the Tigers, they're not great yet. 59-34, that's a great record. Having the best record in baseball right now after 93 games, that's good. Having won 5 in a row as of right now, this second live, well, that's good. Having a run differential that is the greatest in the game other than the Cubs, that's all good. But to be great, you have to be great in October. And we don't know whether or not and what moves the Tigers are going to make. We do know that they've got a family situation there where when you've got Illich's, the son running the team, you've got a desire to win, but it's a little different than when the dad was alive and was trying to get a World Series win for his team, for himself, that always escaped him. When A.J. Hinch was brought there, it was on the heels of the suspension and the firing as manager of the Houston Astros after the garbage can scandal. And he was suspended for a year and then came back and got another managerial job. A.J. Hinch has always been known as a very good manager. He's very good managing up. He's very good managing down. He is less than good about acknowledging when he does stuff wrong. When it comes to the garbage can scandal, for any manager or any general manager to ever open their mouth and say, man, I didn't know what was going on. And when I found out, I tried to shut it down. And unbeknownst to me, they kept going. Give me a break. But I don't hold that against A.J. Hinch. I look at him as manager of the Tigers, and I look at someone who is a mature manager who understands when to press the right buttons, when to press the gas, how to be a player's manager, how to manage up to the front office, and how to get the most out of players who you could argue there was no more to get. I'm talking about you, Javi. You know I am. You know I am. The hardest thing with a young team is to fight the regression, the way the Orioles have unsuccessfully fought their regression, and it's caused them to have the season they've had. The Tigers have been able to do it in a way where there has only been progression. What role does the manager have in that progression? If I had to allocate what percentage of a team's success at the end of a season, whether you win the World Series or lose 125 games, what percentage does the manager impact that outcome? You're definitely not going to get double digits. I'm just deciding if I'm going below 5%. But for purposes of this conversation, I say we stick to 5%. That is about the level of sway, of difference, of wins above replacement that a manager would have. Think about it in terms of a player. Do you like when a player has a negative WAR? You probably don't, because what it means is he's replaceable by a donkey who would do better by half a win. If you had to establish WAR for managers, A, you'd have a really super hard time doing it. B, nobody's going to be at 8, 7, or 6. At best, they're going to be at 5. If you can get 5 wins out of 160, that seems about the right math, doesn't it? And I don't want to sully AJ Hinch at all. Good manager. But I think we should just pump the brakes on people saying that the Tigers were in the crapper. No money spent, no nothing. They bring in AJ Hinch and bing, bang, boom. They've got the best record in baseball. Didn't quite work that way.